Okay, hi and Assalamualaikum and a very happy Monday. Selamat datang to our sesi live Q&A sempena dengan KBS Fit and Active sepanjang bulan Oktober 2021 ini, which of course is also selari dengan Hari Sukan Negara atau Minggu Bulan Sukan Negara. So sepanjang bulan Oktober ini saya akan menjayakan 4 sesi live sempena dengan again KBS Fit Active and akan bertemakan sukan, senaman dan sebagainya. Ya, akan ada tetamu-tetamu undangan minggu ke minggu juga. And minggu ini adalah topik perbincangan bersama untuk Q&A soal jawab bertopikkan senaman yang again sesuai dengan kempen Hari Sukan Negara yang akan diraihkan pada bulan Oktober ini. And very quickly, selamat datang kepada anda semua. Ya, let me know dalam ruangan komen kita. Ya, waalaikumsalam asyikin. If you can hear me loud and clear, we are live on Facebook dan YouTube. Again, every Monday. And kita akan meluangkan masa lebih kurang sejam untuk pelbagai Q&A. And again, topik pada hari ini adalah senaman. So sekiranya anda mempunyai sebarang pertanyaan tentang sukan, senaman, or you would like to bincangkan visi sukan negara, pembangunan sukan di Malaysia, pengalaman diri saya mungkin bersukan di Malaysia versus negara-negara yang lain pun boleh juga. It is an open discussion and saya sangat mengalu-alukan anda untuk mengemukakan sebarang pertanyaan. And again, let me know sekiranya you can hear me loud and clear. On YouTube, I can see that harapan saya boleh mendengar saya dengan jelas. Okay, now before we get started and menjawab soalan-soalan yang anda ada, mungkin saya boleh kongsi sikit penglibatan diri saya dengan Kementerian Belia dan Sukan Negara. Of course, ramai yang tahu we do a lot of work dengan Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia dengan kempen Bukan Soal Kurus yang melibatkan sekolah dengan KPM juga. But we also work very closely dengan Kementerian Belia dan Sukan Negara untuk membawa kepada anda, in this case, kempen KBS Fit and Active sepanjang COVID dan masuk musim yang keempat dengan pelbagai jurulatih kecergasan tanah air yang menyediakan pelbagai sesi senaman virtual untuk diri anda sepanjang bulan, in this case Oktober, because during the COVID-19 lockdown, ramai orang memang agak sukar untuk mencari semangat untuk bersenam, and even for myself as well, senaman di gym is satu hal, but bersenam di rumah is not as fun as bersenam di luaran. And I am sure ramai yang teruja and perhaps dah pun bermula program senaman di gym masing-masing. Mungkin dah pun mulakan program sukan masing-masing. I just came back from the National Tennis Center in Jalan Duta where my kids are training there with the National Tennis Academy dengan lembaga Lawn Tennis Association Malaysia, LTAM. So they are very happy juga untuk aktif balik semula. And again next year especially, perhaps once sukan tu lebih stabil, we are all looking forward juga adanya mungkin pertandingan sukan yang boleh disertai dan ditonton mungkin bersama. Yeah, all right. So now again, if you have any questions for me tentang senaman secara umumnya, let me know dalam ruangan komen yang kita ada. Yeah, and if you're watching this while eating your snacks, you are more than welcome to do so, Elfie. And let me check what's going on with Facebook real quick to make sure that the live stream ada di situ. Yeah. All right. So now again, welcome to our Q&A session pada malam ini dengan topik Senaman, which again is selari dengan our campaign KBS Fit Active yang dijayakan together with KBS sempena dengan Bulan Sukan Negara. I like to call it Bulan Sukan Negara because Hari Sukan Negara, it sounds macam it's only once a year, but it's hard to membudayakan sukan kalau benda tu is only kadang-kala. Kadang-kadang ada, kadang-kadang tak ada, dan sukar untuk dia menjadi tabiat. And I am really trying untuk work together dengan pelbagai pihak untuk membudayakan sukan, because from my point of view, and we do this with program Bukan Soal Kurus juga, as much as we teach kids tentang pemakanan and gaya hidup aktif, sukan tu sangat penting untuk mereka membudayakannya daripada usia yang muda. And untuk ia menjadi budaya and culture, it has to be something yang berjalan sepanjang tahun and not just kadang-kala. And that struck me very oddly. I grew up in Germany, di mana sukan tu is something yang memang around the year. So I was a table tennis player and I played for a club in Germany when I was sekolah rendah, and memang minggu ke minggu ada pertandingan yang disusun antara inter-academy dan sebagainya. So the whole year round memang you focus on, in my case, table tennis as the sukan pilihan. And when I came to Malaysia, it was very different. I was expecting coming to Malaysia bila main pingpong ni, because Asian countries usually you bayangkan from Germany's point of view yang memang ramai yang bersukan main pingpong. But when I came to Malaysia in the 90s, the only real organized sports was MSSD, MSSM sekali setahun, and it did not really give me the focus and the motivation untuk fokus kepada sukan pingpong sepanjang tahun. And that is something that we are trying to change with KBS and culture of sukan di Malaysia, especially di sekolah. Because di sekolah in Malaysia, kadang-kadang masalahnya is pelajar yang nak bermain sukan kurang diberi peluang, kurang diberi pendedahan, so mereka seolah anggap benda ni tak penting. And biasanya yang wakil sekolah is always pelajar yang sama, yang memang berbakat semula jadi. So diorang main bolok, main bola, bolok badminton, bolok hoki. And it's hard to just focus on a small segelintir. Untuk membudayakan, it has to be everyone. But if there is no pertandingan untuk mereka yang baru menceburi sukan, then it's hard for them untuk fokus kepada latihan. Because training for what? Training, but tak ada pertandingan, lama pun boring kan. So yeah, potensi sukan di Malaysia sangat besar, but ruang pembaharuan pun is plenty. And insyaAllah sama-sama all of us can be part of Visi Sukan Negara, which I think is for the next 10 years. Yeah, having a VC is senang, but how you actually then menggerakkannya with pelbagai rantaian yang terlibat dengan persatuan sukan dan sebagainya can be quite complicated. Okay, enough membebeling from me. Again, welcome to our sesi. And yeah, let's try and bincangkan pelbagai soalan. Again, this is all in part of our campaign with KBS Fit and Active, which berjalan sepanjang Oktober ini dengan program Senaman talk seperti ini throughout October. And I am doing two things setiap minggu. Every Monday I will be doing a live chat on my Facebook and YouTube, bertopikkan senaman, sukan dan sebagainya. And then every Saturday pukul 10 pagi I will be doing live home workouts bersama dengan anda as well. So do join next Saturday 10 pagi untuk family Senaman bersama, which you can do with your kids juga. All right, so now let me answer some questions that we have here. And thank you for all the questions. And I will try and highlight some soalan that we can bincangkannya bersama. Okay, first question we have here from Karina. When is the best time to do exercise in the day? The best time, Karina, is when you have time. Ya, kalau boleh jangan overcomplicate uncomplicated things. Walaupun mungkin waktu pagi ada manfaatnya yang tersendiri, but mornings are not always the best time untuk bersenam because sibuk dengan kerja, anak sekolah dan sebagainya. So the best time is when you have time. And the second part of your question is before or after a meal. That depends on your objective. If you nak membakar lemak semasa bersenam, which sounds great, you have to do a quite low, moderate intensity workout. But you can, in a way, jangan makan dulu. So kalau bulan puasa, the best time untuk melakukan a fat burning workout is just sebelum berbuka puasa. But if you want to do a high intensity, penuh dedikasi, jumping smash, pelbagai badminton workout, you kena makan sebelum, mungkin dalam 40-30 minit supaya your body has sufficient energy untuk dipergunakan semasa sesi senaman. Berbeza dengan sesi senaman membakar lemak yang agak moderate intensity, yang umpama badminton main belakang rumah dekat pagar tu tanpa pergerakan yang agak lincah, that one is tanpa makanan pun okay. But if you want to do jumping smash, lunges and all yang quite berintensity tinggi, jangan buat dengan perut yang kosong, because then your body will run on nothing and you cepat berdepan dengan fatigue dan pelbagai perkara yang mungkin tak diharapkan. Yeah, so I hope that helps you dalam menjayakan senaman anda. All right, next question we have here is from Sharifa Nur Sirin. Kevin, kalau for ladies yang sedang datang haid, do you feel like eating all the time? How to deal? That's true, Sharifa. Now, I personally tidak pernah mengalaminya, but it's true. Now, why? Is because when you sedang haid, your body tends to lose a lot of fluids, darah dan sebagainya yang ada nutrisi. So your body is actually losing nutrients during this haid, and your body tak nak you berdepan dengan mungkin malnutrition ke dan sebagainya. So your body will tingkatkan nafsu makan supaya you mengganti mungkin perkara yang terhilang dengan makanan yang dibekalkan. So you sebagai tuan badan diri sendiri perlu mahir dan mengenal pasti, okay, my body sedang haid, I sedang lapar menggelorakan jiwa, maka I have to makan, yes, but jangan layan nafsu makan dengan benda yang tidak mengenyangkan. So if you melayan your cravings dengan simple sugar terutamanya, then you tak kenyang-kenyang and you makan-makan berlebihan, stres. Because then kebarangkalian besar, berat pun bertambah dan sebagainya. But you want to melayan nafsu makan, as I always say, dengan makanan yang mengenyangkan. Fiber and protein, cereal bar ke, oats ke dan sebagainya, susu ke, supaya again the fiber and the protein membantu Sharifah untuk mengawal nafsu makan supaya tidak tenggelam atau tertenggelam dalam lautan nafsu yang bergelora itu. But again, it is quite normal untuk adanya cravings while you are on your menstrual cycle. Yeah. Okay. Next question we have here, from Muhammad Hisham, Muhammad Omar. Ayah saya dulu pesan pilih either badminton or tennis. Tak boleh dua-dua sebab wrist movement sangat berlainan. Apakah pandangan saya? That is true. And it's similarly to table tennis and tennis. When I was in Germany and we played table tennis, we were discouraged by the academy and the coaches to play tennis, because tennis is a lot of the arm and elbow movement, so the swing is very different, whereas table tennis, dia punya movement is a lot more wristy and uses different muscles and motor skills. So we were discouraged juga at the time to play tennis because it will kacau our stroke and rentak main table tennis. And it's similarly for, in your case, badminton and tennis, very different movements. Yeah, the badminton again is similarly more risky compared to tennis and can mengacau keadaan, especially if you are a serious, committed tennis player or badminton player. Tak salah main kedua-duanya socially, but if you are serious, yeah, there is pros and cons dalam mempertimbangkan pilihan kedua-duanya. Yeah, all the best, Hisham, with your badminton and tennis. Now, very quickly, if you just joined us, welcome to our Q&A Senaman pada malam ini. If you're on Facebook, please help me to share the sesi dengan kawan-kawan. Really helps us untuk mewawarkan our weekly sessions kepada orang lain. And if you're on YouTube as well, help me to like and share the video if you can as well. All right, next we have some other questions. Let me see here. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, from Bunga Purple. Betul ke kalau tak makan nasi boleh kuruskan badan? Sebab saya try dan saya rasa very exhausted. Tak boleh continue. That is absolutely true in many ways yang Bunga Purple sedang bertanya. Now, if you tak makan nasi, can you kurangkan berat badan? Yes. If you makan nasi, can you kurangkan berat badan? Pun yes. Now, if you tak makan nasi, and dulunya memang makan selalu, then of course you tiba-tiba mengurangkan pengambilan kalori yang agak banyak, which will then help you untuk mengawal berat badan. But if you makan nasi juga, but kawal kuantitinya dalam keadaan yang agak sederhana, like we always say, makan segenggam tangan nasi sekali makan, then pun boleh kurangkan berat badan. And the exhaustion, penat, is because sumber utama makanan, macronutrient, is carbohydrate. Yeah, so if you remember the pyramid diet dan sebagainya, lebih kurang, 450-ish calorie should be carbohydrates, which is your buah-buahan, oats, cereal, pasta, nasi dan sebagainya. And ia adalah sumber bekalan tenaga yang paling utama. So if you suddenly menghadkan bekalan karbohidrat sebagai bekalan sumber tenaga utama, then your body runs on agak-agak storage or kosong, and your body will start to cuba untuk shut dirinya down to conserve tenaga, and you will feel tak bermaya, kurang bertenaga, macam in a way macam berpuasa lepas asar, semua orang termenung lain macam menanti azan maghrib, because your body is trying to conserve tenaga because tak ada bekalan tenaga yang diberikan. So my advice to Bunga Purple is jangan tak makan nasi, melainkan you have very specific reasons, makanlah, but dalam kuantiti yang sewajarnya. As we always say, makan segenggam tangan or sepenumbuk sekali makan, bukan sepenumbuk sehari, sedih pula kau. Alright, all the best. Alright, yeah, you are welcome. Waalaikumsalam. Alright, I'm gonna try and see what else we have here. Soalan daripada Mas Liza Kuis. Umur saya 38 tahun. Still younger than me. My weight is about 89 kilos. What type of activity or exercise that is suitable for a beginner? Very good question, Mas Liza. And congratulations kerana, mencayukkan diri untuk mulakan program Senaman Active Lifestyle buat diri sendiri. It's really always about diri sendiri untuk memulakan rentak. And if I were in your shoes, 38 tahun, 89 kilos, the first question I would ask myself is, do I have sebarang kecederaan yang akan menjadi obstacle untuk sebarang senaman? If there is sebarang halangan, mungkin lutut sakit dan sebagainya, then I would focus on senaman or activity yang tidak lagi akan memudaratkan bahagian yang cedera, but still focus on recovery pada masa yang sama. Now, assuming you have no kecederaan, my advice is to take it slow, jangan gelojo. Don't go from zero to hero. That means don't go from doing nothing to suddenly going crazy, because then one boleh meningkatkan kebarangkalian cedera dan sebagainya. So take your time, aktifkan diri. Berjalan, hiking, senaman ringan di rumah, follow our KBS Fit and Active punya workouts yang ada live everyday dengan percuma. And if you was-was tentang mana-mana senaman yang mungkin mudah diikuti di YouTube, dapatkan mungkin pandangan daripada your friends or a coach yang boleh bimbing, because kadang-kadang mengikut senaman rumah is easy, but because you just follow live, orang tu tak nampak Mas Liza, mungkin teknik tu kurang berkualiti pada permulaannya. So if the teknik senaman is not great, still boleh bersenam, but then dia boleh meningkatkan mungkin berdepan dengan wear and tear sendi yang agak berlebihan. So again, tepuk dada, ask yourself what you can or cannot do, and just aktifkan diri secara umumnya, whether it is badminton dekat belakang pagar ke, berjalan ke, jogging ke, menyertai program senaman online dan sebagainya. Just start. And if Mas Liza rasa macam susahnya nak bermula seorang diri, do join program-program mungkin yang boleh membimbing dan menarik Mas Liza untuk mulakan bersama, but don't follow blindly mana-mana nasihat yang diberi, termasuk nasihat diri saya, because nasihat yang diberi, even in this case, is umum, because I don't see you personally, so I have to generalize the advice, but we are all unique. Bermaksudnya semua orang ada suka, tak suka, suka mungkin dance, mungkin tak suka senaman yang berat. So you have to tepuk dada, tanya diri what you enjoy and get started. And then pada masa yang sama mahir mengawal pemakanan untuk mungkin in your case membantu Mas Liza untuk kurangkan berat badan di samping program senaman secara umum. Wishing you all the best dalam memulakan the journey of mengaktifkan diri, and always remember, you are never going to be as young as you are today. No matter whether you're 38 or 48, you will never be again 38. So don't wait for a perfect time to start. Start now, start slow, but make it sustainable, supaya bukanlah soal bulan Sukan Negara atau Hari Sukan Negara. It should become budaya sepanjang hayat, di samping kegeloraan kehidupan, tanggungjawab pelbagai. I understand semua orang sibuk, but we have to take care of diri sendiri, because if we do not, and we get older, and kita mengabaikan kecergasan, kekuatan, kesihatan diri, it will catch up with you, and then one day you akan dipaksa untuk melakukan perkara-perkara yang mungkin dihindari, and it's going to make the journey lebih susah, because banyak hutang yang perlu dibayar, termasuk hutang lemak dan sebagainya. So all the best to you, Mas Liza. Okay, let me see what else we have here. Azlina, schools dah sibuk with my walk secara virtual for this Hari Sukan, this month. There's a lot of virtual walks, virtual run dan sebagainya. Do join. We had our virtual run pun baru ni dalam bulan 8 juga. It gives you dedication, melaburkan duit sikit, RM30, but it gives you a sense of dedication untuk melengkapkan larian tersebut while you track the run on the phone untuk kepuasan diri sendiri. But I'm sure there are many larian or walks virtual sekarang ini. Yeah, Kathy, how are you? Yeah, Kathy Abdul Rahim. Yeah, this is also Sempena dengan our KBS Fit Active Season 4. Kathy is also one of our coaches, also a teacher from Pahang, and Miss Puan Kathy is also one of my board members for our NGO, which is called Pertubuhan Pencegahan Obesity Dewasa dan Kanak-kanak. We are a very passionate bunch, and we have dua objektif. A, kita ingin membenteras obesity di kalangan community sekolah, and we want to aktifkan gaya hidup warga sekolah juga. And warga sekolah really is everyone. Yeah, me, PIBG, pentadbir sekolah, cikgu sekolah, people who stay around the sekolah, para pelajar juga. And that for me is the kunci untuk mengurangkan masalah obesity di Malaysia. Cannot just be soal makanan semata-mata. Sukan memainkan peranan yang sangat besar, but it has to be cultivated, dikulturkan daripada bangku sekolah supaya bila masuk alam dewasa dah menjadi naluri kehidupan. Right now, it's a bit the other way around. Ramai orang kurang aktif di sekolah. Pendidikan jasmani pun tidak diberikan perhatian yang sepatutnya. So people don't take it serious. And then bila masuk alam dewasa, dah tabiat 18-20 tahun, kurang aktif, kurang bersukan. Hard to change the habit once it's been embedded in you for 20 years. So our NGO is trying to, terbalikkan this, aktifkan daripada bangku sekolah juga, supaya bila masuk alam dewasa, memang aktif, memang cergas, memang bersukan, mudah untuk continue that rentak. But yeah, all of us memainkan peranan bersama to become part of the solution. And that for me is always the good thing about obesity. Macam mungkin para pendengar pada hari ini, kau nak tak nak? If you nak, do it. And bila you do it dengan ilmu and usaha yang sedia ada, you will get hasil yang diperolehi. But if you do it, do tanpa ilmu, then susah, then you kecewa. Because usaha dah ada, istiqamah dah ada, but ilmu tu kurang. So ilmu tu sangat penting supaya dapat apa yang ingin diperolehi, sama ada pemakan ataupun senaman. Yeah, alright. Let me see what else we have here. Rabiatul, Kevin, 112 to 102. Yeah, really great job. Berjaya mengurangkan 10 kilo 6 bulan. Sangat hebat. Dah lost berat. But sekarang static je. Dengan air mata mengalir. Jangan risau. Plateau is agak normal. And it's not easy to just tell Rabiatul A, B, C or D kerana banyak faktor yang terlibat sama dalam mendefinisikan plateau. My advice is secara umumnya, number one, jangan cepat melontarkan istilah plateau. Kalau berat kau turun, minggu turun, tiba-tiba tak turun, plateau. Aku plateau. But it's only seminggu. Seminggu memang macam-macam boleh berlaku. But if dah mungkin 2-3 bulan, berat still static, badan pun cermin macam tu juga, tak ada inch loss, then perhaps you can say plateau. Then what I would ask you to do is look at the pemakanan. Once you kurangkan berat badan, you cannot makan jumlah yang sama macam you makan, in this case, berat 112. As badan makin kecil, kenderaan makin kecil, tak boleh isi minyak yang sama. You have to sesuaikan pengisian minyak dengan saiz kenderaan. Dan nombor 2, look at the quality makanan. Once the quantity makanan tu dah agak bagus, the next thing is to then meneliti the quality of the quantity. And then nombor 3, look at stres kehidupan secara umumnya. And lockdown MCO create stress. Ya, stress meningkatkan penyimpanan lemak badan because of your hormonal changes. Your stress hormone cortisol will go up, kurang tidur, stress. So there's a lot of faktor yang terlibat dalam mempermainkan water retention, plateau, including water retention juga. So my advice to Rabiatul is don't give up, but take a step back to look at the bigger picture, apa yang sedang berlaku, rehat seketika sekiranya perlu berehat daripada program senaman yang agak intense, look at the quality makanan yang Rabiatul sedang makan, jangan memperkecilkan kualiti tidur yang juga sangat penting dalam proses untuk teruskan diri, and mempelbagaikan senaman. And this is very important. In our program, dulunya Jom Kurus, and now Bukan Soal Kurus, para peserta find it hard to progress dengan senaman. So what I mean by progression is, if minggu pertama you buat squat, esoknya memang sakit, air mata mengalir, okay fine. But then lama kelamaan boleh buat squat 20 kali pun, 30 kali dan tak ada apa-apa, that is tanda that you need to meningkatkan intensity senaman squat dengan melibatkan beban dan sebagainya, buat pulse squat ke apa ke, supaya badan Rabiatul sentiasa ada pemangkin untuk berubah. So jangan asyik buat senaman yang sama, pelbagaikannya, and pelbagaikannya doesn't always mean senaman yang berbeza, can still be contohnya tadi squat, but mempelbagaikan the squat dari segi the pelaksanaan or the beban yang terlibat, supaya your body is always kept guessing and tak dapat nak menyesuaikan dirinya dengan begitu sahaja. Okay. Yeah. Ya, betul coach kan, semua bolot. This was about perbincangan sukan di sekolah, di mana pelajar yang naturally berbakat tends to mudah bolot sebarang sukan. I was also a quite naturally talented athlete, so I wakil sekolah larian lah, tenis lah, table tennis lah, swimming lah, semua boleh main, because if I pick up a sport, mudah untuk pick it up berbanding dengan mungkin seorang pelajar yang kurang berbakat semula jadi, but then tak diberi peluang untuk bersukan because yang ia dibolot oleh pelajar yang lain. What to do? All right. Elfi Anas, can you suggest exercise that is more fluffy friendly? I'm looking at your picture of a fluffy teddy bear. I am assuming, if you say fluffy friendly, I am assuming that you are a bit overweight right now. So it goes back to the question from Mazliza as well. No matter whether you are fluffy or not, most importantly is that you are able to bersenam. And able means you are free of maybe injuries that prohibit you to exercise, and then just get started. But don't get started blindly and you go for really extreme exercises. Focus on basics. Focus on getting confidence supaya you boleh, menguji kebolehan diri and membantu your body to adapt to the exercise. If you go too quickly from tak bersenam to following a high intensity workout, it can risk injury yang tak diharapkan. Nanti cedera, lama tak boleh buat apa, then you kena stop and you patah semangat. So again, you have to manage situation. So even if you join group workout di mana-mana gym, don't follow blindly what the coach will say, walaupun dia pakar. Because in a group workout, the coach has to generalize the workout for everyone. But if you are a beginner, you have to generalize it just for diri sendiri ask yourself what you can or cannot do. So if the group workout melibatkan burpees yang ada lompatan pelbagai and you kurang yakin untuk melompat, then tak payah. Just say no. Just say, I don't want to do it. Say nicely lah. Supaya again, the coach will always cuba untuk try, motivate, you can do it, because that's his or her job to menggalakkan Elfie, but it is your responsibility to take care of your safety. And even I, who's quite experienced dengan Senaman, and all the coaches who are coaching me through group workouts, they know, I generally don't like to do all of the exercises because I know what I can or cannot do. And even though I can melompat, I don't want to melompat throughout the session, because one lompatan yang salah can membawa complications yang agak berpanjangan. So you always have a right to regress or menyesuaikan the workout for kebolehan diri sendiri, and slowly over time you can progress once you feel more comfortable to do so. Yeah, wishing you all the best, Elfie. All right. Waalaikumsalam daripada Ain Aming. Apa senaman yang boleh dilakukan untuk menghilangkan perut menggelebih selepas bersalin? Very good question. And unfortunately, there's good news and bad news. Let me start with the good news. The good news is kulit yang menggelebih is not that dia tak elastik. I'm sure pernah dengar istilah of the skin kurang elastik selepas weight loss yang besar or selepas bersalin. So once the skin hilang elasticity, does not mean it's kosong elasticity. It just means dia kurang elastik, because getah kulit tu has dipanjangkan and stretched, in this case for 9 bulan, and then tiba-tiba dilepaskan bila bersalin. So the kulit tu terkejut, bersalin, but it cannot immediately come back to macam hari malam pertama or hari zero. So it will take time. So the good news is it will get better demi masa. And again, I have 2 beautiful kids who are 10 and 8, and it's the same thing juga for our family. Selepas bersalin pada permulaannya, it is a bit more ketara, and then you can bio oil lah macam mana pun, but it's lebih kurang sama juga. But then demi masa, over the years, the kulit will slowly come back, but it will not quite be like what it used to be pada malam pertama itu, because that is mungkin the price of motherhood, and that is hopefully good news and not so good news bundled in a package, and it does not affect everyone. It's the same thing dengan weight loss juga. Ada orang yang ada kulit berlebihan, ada orang yang tak. Genetic plays a role as well, and kawalan berat badan sepanjang mengandung memainkan peranan as well, supaya you tak lupa diri 9 bulan and just makan and you overstretch the entire region because penambahan berat badan yang melampau. So it's really important to take care of yourself bersama suami isteri during the 9 months, supaya the pregnancy and the weight gain is in line dengan apa yang disasarkan untuk pembesaran the fetus. Yeah, I mean, I hope this helps. And if you just gave birth, congratulations on being a mother. Not sure, first, second, or third time. All right. Yeah, you're welcome, Sharifa. You are welcome, everybody. Yeah, I'm going to scroll up a little bit. La, 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 la. Let me see what else we have here. Waalaikumsalam. Yeah, just join me. Well, welcome. Selamat datang to our live chat. KBS Fit Active, Sempena dengan Hari Sukan Negara. So throughout the entire month of August, this session is brought to you by KBS, and we will bincangkan a lot of topics related to sports, senaman, dan sebagainya. All right, let me see what else we have here. La 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 la. Aziza Dila, coach, boleh kita jogging time malam? This is always subject yang sensitive because there's a lot of, I don't know, stories of senaman malam membunuh dan sebagainya. Now, the reason why senaman malam kadang-kadang kurang digalakkan because it can lead to kurang waktu tidur, kurang quality tidur, stress. So, if kerja stress, traffic jam stress, senaman stress, physical, then kurang tidur pun stress. That is the problem, stress yang berlebihan. Kalau anda mahir mengawal masa, mahir mengawal senaman malam, cukup tidur, and bayangkan bukanlah senaman malam hari-hari, and mahir mengawal keadaan, dan it's pilihan masing-masing or suka hati kau, because there is no perfect time. Yeah, the best time is when you have time, and if waktu malam is the only time that you have time, then so be it. And it is then tanggungjawab diri untuk menyimbangkan kehidupan, menyimbangkan masa dan sebagainya. People will always say something, especially contohnya macam malam dijadikan untuk berehat, which is true, but bukannya kita buat benda yang jahat. And at the end of the day, nawaitu, it's between you and God, and it is pilihan diri sendiri, but it's not soal nak memuaskan hati semua orang. Jadi you kena tepuk dada, live your life, and be accountable for the decisions that you make. Do I bersenam waktu malam? Yes. Hari-hari? No. Seminggu sekali? Maybe. Yeah, but it depends on keadaan. If kawan ajak main badminton ke main bola ke apa, usually it's waktu malam, kadang-kadang pergi juga. So it depends on situation. Then follow-up question from Ashikin. Coach, boleh tak bersenam waktu tengah hari? Pun boleh juga, if that is the only time that you have time. But kalau outdoor, cuaca tu agak panas terik, perhaps kurang sesuai in terms of really focusing the intensity, because cuaca will really memancitkan diri dengan lebih cepat. But if you have a gym contohnya that you go to, tengah hari pun is fine as well. Most of my workouts, I do it around tengah hari juga, because I'm usually free around that time, and that's when the gym paling kosong, so quite peaceful. Okay. Aziza, boleh bagi list makanan for diet tak, coach? I can, probably not today. Maybe minggu depan kita bincangkan tentang diet dengan lebih mendalam. But I'm not a big fan of memberikan list makanan dalam diet, because if orang bagi you list makanan dalam diet, it's always list makanan yang cantik, your green tea, your salmon, your broccoli, your rolled steel oats dan air kosong dan sebagainya, and it's not real because it just looks good on paper. If I give you my list makanan, contohnya hari ini, I had some kurma, I had some oats, I had some cereal, I had some ribena, I had some honey juice, I had just now for dinner we had nasi putih dengan ayam pandan chicken from Thai, and then we had some cashew nut chicken. For lunch I had coffee bean with sausage and scrambled egg. My diet, your diet, I janji you lebih kurang. You know, I makan benda yang merepek juga hari-hari. My diet is not clean. My diet is not kotor. My diet is comot. It's comot somewhere tengah-tengah, and that's where it should be. Kalau makan clean je, which everyone always hashtag and tries to do, it's not sustainable in my humble opinion. But again, it is suka hati masing-masing. But my pemakanan, your pemakanan, I guarantee you is lebih kurang sama. But it's this lebih kurang sama that you apply over long period helps me to kawal berat badan, and perhaps you agak terlepas kawalan, kadang-kala tenggelam dan sebagainya. And once you tenggelam, because mengabaikan some kind of balance, then tiba-tiba you nak menyimbangkan balik diri dengan makanan yang sangat rigid, and then you stress. I would rather, sama juga dengan membudayakan sukan, it has to be agak konsisten sepanjang tahun, tahun ke tahun, supaya dia tak menjadi benda yang luar biasa, but something yang menjadi naluri kehidupan seharian. Alright. Let me see, ya, Muhammad Imran from YouTube. Saya sekarang berbasikal setiap hari hampir 10 km sebab saya obes, tak boleh pergi terlalu jauh. Okay, fine. Jadi masalah saya sekarang ni susah nak jaga pemakanan. Saya cuma makan oat tapi kurang menyelerakan. Ya, so now, firstly, Imran, congrats again kerana sudi mencayuk dan mencabar diri demi diri sendiri. Everything is for diri sendiri. Kalau bab kesihatan dan kawalan berat badan, ya, continue with dengan berbasikal, which actually is senaman yang sangat sesuai untuk mereka yang mungkin berbadan besar ataupun yang tak nak senaman impact tinggi, because kaki itu is sepanjang masa dengan pedal bicycle itu and tak ada impact. Larian always ada impact bila your feet leaving the ground dan sebagainya. Kalau berbasikal tu memang zero impact. The only risk factor is jatuh. Yeah, so bicycle yang tayar dia nipis versus mountain bike. Mountain bike tu lebih berat but lebih stabil secara umumnya. And bermakanan, Imran, my advice, it doesn't have to be oats kalau tak menyelerakan. It can be anything else, or if you can makan oats, but agak bosan dengan oats yang memang tak rasa apa-apa, then you tambahlah buah sikit, sprinkle chocolate chip ke, madu sikit, masukkan, I don't know, benda-benda yang menyelerakannya supaya bila you swap makanan oats tu, tak lakunya sampai esok, but agak menyelerakan. I personally pun have oats yang ada macam-macam benda kandungannya bersama supaya again it's not so boring. Kalau makan oats sahaja, yang roll oats, yang kunyah sampai itu tak habis, memang saya pun kurang menyelerakan. Alright, all the best to you, Imran. Okay, let's see, we have Mas Abdul Ghani. Hi, sir, kenapa bila dah berumur, I mudah dapat injured? Adakah saya perlukan long rest and whey protein for recovery? I am 48 years old, really active, but right now I have to rest because of performance syndrome. Okay, now, as you age, and I just had the discussion with my coach at the gym as well. She's in her late 20s. I'm in my early 40s. I told her things change when you get older. And she could not quite wrap her head around it because she said as long as you keep active, should be okay. But it's not the same because in my case, 42, in Mas's case, 48, our joints has had 48 years of wear and tear. And they are not as nimble and lembut macam dulunya. It's the same thing macam rubber. Yeah? If you have rubber like this watch is quite new, but if I do this to this watch for 40 years, this rubber will not be as lembut as it is now. It will start to mengeras because of wear and tear and aging. So my joints pun, Mas, are not as nimble and lembut as they are right now. Especially when I wake up in the morning, I can feel it takes a little bit longer untuk memanaskan diri. Truth behold, when I was in my 20s, tak pernah mempertimbangkan yoga for kelenturan. It's just not my thing. Yeah, but now since I'm 40, I have to do yoga. I have to do flexibility and all to keep flexibility and kelenturan dalam my range of motion supaya dia mengurangkan stres. So once you are more flexible, lebih lentur, then again pergerakan lebih mudah and kurang berdepan dengan wear and tear yang berpanjangan. So yes, for you have to be lebih prihatin tentang wear and tear. B, have to know when to slow it down untuk rest and recovery supaya kita nak enjoy quality kehidupan yang berpanjangan. Protein secara umumnya penting, tak semestinya suplemen like whey protein. Protein penting untuk provide building blocks, amino acids untuk recovery. but can also be from sumber haiwan, ayam, ikan, daging, even vegetable based as well, soya dan sebagainya. But if you tak cukup protein in your diet for whatever reason, then yes, you can take whey protein juga, but it's not the solution. Firstly, rest and recover jika perlu, and pace yourself as we get older supaya again kita dapat allow the body to recover, because recovery at our age takes longer than dulunya di awal 20-an. All the best to you and sayurkan diri. Yeah, waalaikumsalam, honey. How are you? Okay, I'm going to try and see what else we have here. Let me see. Yeah, apologizing if I don't answer all the questions. I'm going to try and see what we have. Okay, from Haiman Noor, I want to try and answer the questions as ringkas as possible. Yeah. Can I do multiple exercises in a week, like cycling, aerobic, hiking, and walking? Yes, 100%. But hari-hari yang berbeza-beza. Boleh. Okay. Let me see. Daripada Hani as well. Yes, coach. Saya berjaya lengkapkan 21 our BSK virtual run yang saya sendiri tak boleh lakukan sendiri. It's true, you know, because once you melaburkan sikit, in this case, untuk virtual run, usually it's about RM40-ish. It gives you a sense of commitment diri, and best because you do it mungkin over several days, and you slowly dapat. In our case, our virtual one was 21 kilometer. All right. Let me see what we have. We have Eva here. Coach, 24, started weight training since May. If I want to look fit, should I lose weight first or should I continue building muscle? My muscle mass is about 17.5 kilos. My lower body is too muscular. My advice to Eva is you have to tepuk dada as well. If you are overweight currently, my advice is continue focusing on getting the weight to where perhaps it should be or where you want it to be by controlling the makanan. Include the weight training juga, which is really great juga, because when you lose weight, you cannot just lose fat. When you lose weight, it will be kombinasi of lemak, air, and otot. When you weight gain juga, it will be lemak, air, and otot. So the weight training during your weight loss phase sangat bermanfaat to minimize muscle loss during your weight loss, supaya once dah kurus, taklah cekeding kau, but nampaklah vavavum yang diharapkan dengan bentuk-bentuk otot that the Senaman rintangan weight training will bring you. So I would highly recommend you to continue buat Senaman bebanan during your weight loss journey, and wish you all the best. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Shazarina. Coach, if you remember me, stress and cake, I managed to change my cake routine from every day before to only once a week. Yeah, really, really good job, Shazarina. Yeah, it's not about eliminating it altogether, but it's about give and take and moderation. But don't follow anything I say. Don't follow anything what Shazrina says. Perhaps you enjoy makan kue sikit-sikit hari-hari. So if, contohnya in my case, I like chocolate biscuits. So I have like one biscuit or two biscuits every day. I tak walak the whole packet dalam masa sehari supaya dapat gembira hari ke hari. But again, that's me. Don't follow anything I say. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome, Rabiato. Thank you for recapping the tips, and hope it helps you, and let me know how it goes. Okay, let me see what else we have here. Muhammad Zakwan, best way to lose weight, just start right away or get an instructor? Really good question, and it depends on you, Zakwan. Some people, they are very self-motivating, can dedicate diri to a purpose and a goal to get knowledge and execution. Some people kurang. Yeah, and this does not mean one person is good, one person is not good. It's all, everybody's different. So if you are a person that can do it by themselves, dengan ilmu pelbagai dipersilakan. But if you need the professional guidance, whether it is weight training, it's very technical, or nutrition, just to menambahkan ilmu or mempercepatkan the guidance, pun boleh juga. It depends on diri sendiri. The most important thing to remember is that success or failure is not in the hand of the instructor. It's always in the hands of zakwan diri sendiri untuk menjayakannya. And I wish you all the best dalam your journey. Okay. Aimi Liana, good question. Yeah, Coach, macam mana good breathing techniques while jogging? And I used to read up about jogging quite a lot when I was in college in the US, when I was training for a triathlon, not Ironman, but like the Olympic sprint distance yang lebih cepat. And one article that I remember until today was written by can't remember her name, but a famous ultra marathon long distance runner. And she said about breathing, just breathe. Yeah, whatever rentak pernafasan suits you, just breathe. Yeah, don't overcomplicate it based on pelbagai instructions and nasihat yang you diberi. And that's something that I do. When I run, over the years pun try and experiment to see what works best for me, and just breathe. Okay, let me see what else we have here. Yeah, from Wansha. Assalamualaikum waalaikumsalam warahmatullah. How to stay cergas mentally and physically. For me, you have to enjoy the journey. People find it hard to kekal dalam journey of kesehatan, kecergasan Senaman because it always becomes something so stressful. And jangan memperkecilkan time management. You need to be able to mengawal kehidupan, mengawal masa supaya you can execute the things that you want to do. And I know life is bergelora and it can be very overwhelming. But the one thing we always teach to our bukan soal kurus participants is you need to learn to say no. Yeah, no to benda yang akan mengganggu you to do the things that you need to do, because if you have no time to do anything, you're always rushing. Makan, rushing, Senaman, rushing, squeezing it here, squeezing it there, and it becomes stressful and not enjoyable. But if you mengawal masa, and I know it's cakap senang, it's tanggungjawab diri sendiri, you have time for Senaman, time for the family, time for your work, time for diri sendiri, then it becomes easier, and then you can decide on what you enjoy dari segi Senaman, enjoy dari segi pemakanan, so it becomes benda yang menggembirakan. And bila dia menggembirakan, it's something that you ingin mendekati. And it's the same thing for kids. For the kids, cergas, sukan, sekolah becomes paksaan, it doesn't become something that they want to do. But if it becomes sukarela, benda yang they actually choose and enjoy and dapat manfaat yang mereka harapkan, then it becomes something yang mereka ingin mendekati. So, tepuk dada, Syahwan, ask yourself or look at your life secara umumnya. If your life is too crowded with too many things, and you cannot have it all, you have to try and eliminate benda yang are not critically important in your life, which semua orang ada. People always have things yang are sangat important. Ada benda yang kalau ada, tak ada pun tak apa. So you have to give and take supaya benda yang mustahak terurus. And dalam istilah benda yang mustahak is you. You are very mustahak dalam this list of things yang termasuk keluarga, pekerjaan, pelbagai. But you must take care of diri sendiri sebelum you take care of orang lain. Because if you tak terurus, tak terjaga, sukar nak menjaga orang lain, because it becomes benda yang membebankan lagi diri sendiri. So learn to prioritize diri sendiri enjoy the journey. And when I say enjoy, does not mean it has to be easy and lancar and senyum memanjang. Enjoy the cabaran kehidupan. Enjoy the challenge that life brings. Enjoy kesusahan memperolehi benda yang diharapkan. Because if life was easy, boring. You'll be bored. So appreciate benda yang susah. Earn it, work for it. And when you do your run, do your senaman, do your things, enjoy the fact that you're doing benda yang bermanfaat buat diri sendiri untuk memperolehi perkara yang ingin diharapkan, which is kegembiraan. For most people, fitness is not about six-pack or nak tayang badan dekat orang. It's not. For majority penduduk dunia, it's not that. Yeah, it's only for a very small peratus that you see on social media macam ramainya, but at the end of the day tak ramai pun. You know, I gave a talk last week on a TED talk, and the topic was obesity, the next pandemic. And one of the things that we shared, or I shared, was that in the world, about 1.8 billion people are overweight. 1.8 billion manusia are overweight. Yeah. And from there, obesity is about 600-700 million. Malaysia itself, overweight is about 40 lebih peratus. It's not about six-pack, but it's about just menyimbangkan kehidupan yang mungkin is a bit off-center and push it to the right direction, which makes you happy. Yeah, what makes me happy, you happy is not the same. And make it enjoyable supaya ia berkekalan. Jangan jadikannya paksaan, and don't follow blindly what people do, because then you follow what makes them happy, which does not necessarily make you happy. Yeah, I hope that helps you. Sebahagian kecil besar, life is not easy. It's not semudah bacalah quote ini terselesai segala masalah kau. It will take a never-ending effort to menggembirakan diri sendiri. And let me tell you, you will never be 100% happy, never be 100% successful, never be 100% sihat, never be 100% cergas. It's always about the pursuit of kejayaan, pursuit of happiness, untuk sentiasa mengekalkan keseimbangan diri sendiri yang sememangnya akan berubah dari masa ke semasa. Alright, time check. Oh my God, 9:04. Let me maybe do one or two more questions, and then let's wrap it up for today. And then I'll be back again next Monday dengan soalan topik yang mungkin berbeza as well. Yeah, you are welcome. Okay, let me do the last one here. This is relevant to our topic here. Yeah, nak ikut culture of Australian people. Susah. They love sports. Yeah. If you look at negara-negara yang membangun, Australia, Japan, in my case, Germany, as an experience, US, all of these nations are sporting nations, because sports is not just soal bersukan Olympic Games ke apa. Sukan menanamkan semangat persaingan. It gives you a sense of winning and losing, fighting for something daripada usia yang muda, and being part of diskusi untuk visi sukan negara bersama dengan KBS. The membudayakan sukan untuk rakyat Malaysia is so important, but melontarkan those words is so easy. And it needs to start daripada bangku sekolah, bukan sahaja untuk mereka yang berbakat bersukan, but for the majority. Because the majority tak berbakat bersukan. Yang berbakat bersukan is only a small segelintir. The majority of the pelajar sekolah are not naturally gifted athletes. So they need to be given peluang. They need to be given tempat. Bukan setakat masuk kelab koko but tak ada apa-apa. They need to terlibat sama dalam struktur ekosistem pembangunan sukan di Malaysia. But it's easy for me to say it's a very challenging effort. but great things are not meant to be easy. And inshallah, who knows? Yeah, in the next 5 to 10 years, visi Sukan Negara Malaysia akan terlaksana, and everyone who is here juga pada malam ini plays a role bersama, sama ada untuk diri sendiri maupun for your kids as well. All right, guys. Okay, last one here from Zahara Salim. How many times a week should we train to lose weight? You can train 0 times a week, can still kurang berat badan. You can train 6 kali seminggu and tak kurang berat badan, because the main thing about kawalan berat badan is not senaman, it's pemakanan. Pemakanan is always 80% lebih kurang. Exercise is about 20%, because let's say makan sehari 2000 kalori, sekali bersenam is 500 kalori. That ratio is about 80-20 or so. So the first thing I would recommend, in your case, Zahara, to do is to look at the makanan first, make sure that is okay. Number 2, not yet senaman, aktifkan diri secara umumnya, walking, stairs, grocery shopping, angkat sendiri, housekeeping, washing the car, playing with your kids dan sebagainya. And then yang ketiga is senaman. My advice is don't senam every single day. Janganlah bersenam kosong kalau boleh. 2 times a week is great. 3 is great. 4 is great. 5 probably, in my opinion, is the max. 1 hour per session is good, but make sure it is quality senaman, not just hangat-hangat tai ayam untuk bersenam. And what do I mean by hangat-hangat tai ayam? Contohnya, and I don't want to make it sound mean, let's say you go Zumba and you have the ladies in the front row yang memang peluh melayang lain macam because they really go all out. And then you have people like me at the back yang, bahu is moving but kurang semangat, so that is kurang quality perhaps versus yang baris depan. So as much as we exercise, try to meneliti the quality of the quantity, not just in makanan but senaman as well. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had a lot of fun, a lot of really, really cool questions, and help me to share the live session as well dalam Facebook dengan kawan-kawan. And again, thank you so much kepada KBS for sponsoring a month-long of pelbagai activity live bersama dengan pelbagai coaches yang really, really amazing. For more information about our KBS Fit Active, you can go on instagram.com/KBS Fit Active. You got this right. Yeah, so you can go there to find out the schedule, the times, the coaches dan sebagainya. Every day ada 2-3 sesi, pagi, siang dan malam. Zumba, HIIT, Muay Thai, yoga. You have celebrity coaches as well. Yeah, check it out and support our campaign supaya ia menjadi campaign yang berterusan and then boleh menjadi part of budaya gaya hidup aktif di Malaysia. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I hope you had fun. I had a good time, and I wish you guys a happy week ahead and selamat mengaktifkan diri. See you guys on Saturday, 10 a.m. YouTube and Facebook as well for the workout bersama dengan saya nanti. Yeah, have a great night. Salam kurus and bye-bye. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much.